All right, still design. So in this lecture, actually, this is not a formal lecture, but this is actually a review. So we will just solve some series of examples and we'll just learn or remember the concepts along the way and in the solutions of the examples. So as much as possible, every topic of the steel design, I will have an example. Okay, but not all subtopics. We'll have not time for very specific uh, subtopics. So just general example for you to remember uh, the formula, the approach in solving problems in steel design. Okay, so let's start with the first example. So we'll start with the tension members. So problem number one. In this problem, um, we have a 325 mm holes. These holes here are punched in the 16 mm thick plate as shown in the figure. So the plate is 16 mm. Determine the critical net area of the plate. Now, for tension members, the concept is still the same. The general concept is force is equals to pressure times, stress times area, right? So it could be more simply than that. It could be that simple, but um, sometimes most of the time, the holes, mayroong mga holes ang ang plates or ang member. So we cannot have the full area actually. So and also we cannot neglect the area deducted by the holes. So there is this concept of net area. So that's the net area that is functioning, that is resisting the stress. Okay. So here, this is just basic example first. Let's determine the critical net area of the plate. Okay. A moment. All right. So here's the solution. So the gross area of the plate, at first, let's calculate the gross area. So the plate is 2 times 50. Ito yung, sorry, the gross width muna. Ito yung width actually, um, parang height kasi may thickness na. But we can say width. Okay. Hindi naman necessary naman na pataas ito. But this is the dalawang 50. If you can see here, dalawang 50 at saka dalawang 80. So this one is 2 times 50 plus 2 times 80 millimeters. So overall, the width of this plate is 260. We're already given the thickness. So these holes here, if you look back, this is 25 mm holes. So if 25 mm, the effective hole size, when considering the holes, kasi hindi naman pwede na totally fit or tawag yan snag fitted. Totally fit talaga yung holes kung sa diameter ng bolts natin or rivets. Kasi in the construction mahirap siya na kung totally fit masyado siya. So always mayroong mga margin of parang error na hindi na hindi siguro margin error ang term. But parang mayroon tayong allowance ba na para naman ma-fit talaga yung um, bolts or rivets. So according to the concept of steel design, the effective hole size, if we have a bolt of 25 mm, we have to add 2 mm. So kaya ang gamitin natin na diameter ng bolt dip ng hole is 25 mm. Okay? Then so the gross area now, the gross area of the plate. So kailangan nating i-solve yung gross. Pag sinabi natin gross, undeducted by the holes created by the holes ng bolts or rivets. So gross is yung overall talaga. So we know na na-solve natin kanina na 260 mm yung width, and this plate has a thickness of 16 mm. So we have 4,160. Then there are three possible paths of failure. If we analyze this one, pwede siyang ma-slice siya diretso. If you look at the figure, ma-slice siya diretso ganyan. Or pwedeng galing dito sa baba, akyat dito, pangalawa, and then pangatlo. Ganyan. Okay? Or galing dito sa baba, sa unang holes dito sa baba, diretso sa pangatlo. Okay, diretso sa pangatlo, and then dito. Yan. So, tatlo yung possible failure. If you look at here, if we label this A, B, C, A, B, C, then D, then E dito sa taas na fiber, and F. So, the first path will be diretso lang siya. So, A, B, C, E, to point E. Yan, straight lang. Lagyan lang natin ng label. Mas maganda yung may label. Okay. So, A, B, C, E. And then, the second will be galing sa A to B to C, and then daan muna sa D bago sa top fiber, which is, we'll label this as F. Okay. Ang pangatlo is um, A, B, then diretso sa D, the F. Okay? So, yan yung mga possible failure. I-consider natin yung mga possible failure. And then hanapin natin yung effective uh, net area ng section. Okay? So, let's start with the first section. The first possible path, A, B, C, E, yung straight, this one. So, what's the area net now? The area net is the area gross. Actually, the area gross, ito, area ng section section, area gross minus the area ng naalis ng naalis ng holes natin. So we have two holes here. Ano nga yung diameter? Ang diameter is 25 plus 2. So kaya 27 ang gamitin natin. So if you analyze the area nito, assuming dito yung failure natin, so we have the area gross 4,160 minus dalawang 27 mm. Okay? And then, i-multiply natin sa thickness. Ito yung thickness ng plate. Basically, yun na rin yung thickness ng holes natin. Okay? So, yan yung area na na-deduct ng holes. Kaya tinatawag natin area net siya. Okay? So, I'll just put 1 here because this is the first pass. Mamaya sa second pass, gawin natin area 2, area net 2. Alright? So, pangalawang path is A, B, C, D, F. Now, notice here, mayroon ng diagonal distance na 80 mm. the horizontal distance pala. So, kung mayroong diagonal, we need to add ito, S squared over 4G. Okay? I hope you remember that one. Pag mayroong diagonal, kanina dito, straight lang kasi yung failure. So, no need for diagonal formula. So, here, this is um, gross minus ilang holes ang nadanan dito. 1, 2, 3, B, C, and D. So, tatlong holes na 16 mm, 27 mm by 16. Okay? Then, since nakaslant siya, so that's why we add S squared over 4G. So, S is the horizontal distance and G is the, sorry, 4G. Uh, sorry, I think S is the vertical, G is the horizontal kasi parehong 80 dito eh. Anyway, so we need to add for S squared over 4G times the thickness of 16 mm. Okay, so the area net here is 3,184. Okay, for the third pass, ito yung third pass natin. Okay, yan. B to D, and then to E. So A, B, D, F. Sorry, A, B, D, F. Okay, so ganun pa rin. The gross area minus ilang holes, dalawa. So 2 times 27 times 16 times, plus 4, 4 S squared over 4G. So S is the horizontal distance, G is the vertical. So ito yung 4, 160. Yan, 160 ganyan. Kasi dalawang 80, 160. So we have area net 3 natin is 3, 4, 5, 6. So, given the three area, what is now the critical net area? So, the critical net area is the smallest among the three. Okay? Kasi nga, kung smallest ang area, then medyo critical siya doon. Kasi madaling mauna mag-fail yung small area. Right? So, the answer here for this problem is the critical net area is the area net 2. So, ito yung possible failure na mauna. Mas mauna itong mag-fail na ganit in this way. Yan. Kaya, the critical net area here is area net 2. Okay? So, I'm sorry. Let's try to use this concept in the next example. Example, we have a channel. The channel is subjected to an axial dead load of 250 kilonewton. Yan, meron siyang 250 kilonewton. The question is, determine the maximum safe axial load that the section can support based on LRFD design tensile strength and ASD allowable design tensile strength. So as we know, meron tayong dalawang concept ng design. The LRFD, which is parang ultimate design siya. Okay? Um, so if you can remember the ultimate design, we we use the full strength, but we just add factor doon sa load. Yun yung ultimate strength design. Ang ASD naman, ang allowable strength design, use the normal load, walang factor ang load, but we divide the the capacity or the strength to something half or one-third. Okay? So, yun yung kaibahan ng LRFD at saka ASD. Now, all steel here are A572, grade 50. So, pag grade 50, A572 grade 50 na steel, meaning ang FY niya is always 345 megapascal and FU is 450 megapascal. So, ang FY, yun yung yield strength. Meaning, yan, At that stress, saka pa siya mag-start ng yielding. Saka pa siya mag-start ng deformation. Okay? While the FU is, ito yung ultimate strength. Okay? So, after yielding, meron pang, aakyat pa yan ng ano, sa graph, aakyat pa yung strength ng steel. We call it the ultimate point na saka pa siya mag-fail yung concrete natin. Sorry, yung steel natin. So, FU. That's why ang FU is normally mas greater than FY. Okay? So, this is a channel C250 by 30 which given na naman siya ang area. Um, 37 area gross natin is 3,790 millimeters squared. And the centroid, if you look at the section view of this C, the X bar from the face yung sa likod to the C, yung X bar natin is 15.4 because we need this data later. Web thickness, itong web, okay? So ito sa top, flange, top and bottom, those are flange. And dito, itong vertical dito, ito yung web. Okay? So the thickness is 9.63. So here's the solution for that. So first, ang standard hole diameter is 22 mm. So we add 2. So ang hole diameter ngayon is 24. Okay, effective hole diameter is, sorry. I think I was wrong. Sinabi ba dito sa problem? Hindi given yung diameter ng bolt. Or hindi ko ba na account siguro. But the diameter of hole is 22. Kung hindi given, sa problem yung diameter ng bolt, it's always 22. Okay? Standard siya, standard diameter. Okay? So, 22 mm bolt, pag sinabing 22 mm bolt, ang diameter, actual diameter niya is 24 millimeter. Okay? So, yun siyang bolt. Pag sinabing 22 mm bolt, ang diameter niya is 24. And the hole, yung hole natin, yung butas, is effective hole diameter is we always add 2 mm. Okay? Para hindi siya snug fitted. Nag-fit talaga siya. Papasok talaga yung bolt sa hole. So, 26 mm. Okay? So, the net area is equal to net area natin is area gross minus dalawang, let's say, yung failure natin is, yun, parang ano naman, plain naman siya nga na pagka-arrange. So, let's say mahati siya and then dadaan sa bolt, daan sa dalawang bolt, it could be na ang area net natin is just area gross minus 2 times dalawa, okay? DE times thickness of web. So, dito na yung thickness of web na sinasabi ko. Okay? So, the area net now is 3, meron tayong area gross na 3,790 minus the 2 times the effective diameter of hole times the thickness of web. Okay? So, ito na lang yung natira na nag-resist ng tension using the concept of area net. Okay? Now, di ba, ang sabi ko kanina is we have to ang basic na pag-determine ng force is equal to stress times area, right? Or galing sa concept na stress is equals to force times area. So, force is equals to stress times area. Okay? We can use the area gross sa yield strength, we can use the area, just the whole area gross, neglecting the holes ng bolts. But we have to, kung gamitin natin yung area gross, we have to use the FY, just the FY. Okay? But if we are meticulous to consider the net area, kasi nga, di naman talaga maiwasan. Meron talaga yung hole at saka hindi talaga negligible yung deduction ng area because of holes. So, um, in that case, we use the area, sorry, if we are using the area net, then we have to use the FU. Okay? So, but for connections like this, or for sections like this, okay, the area net is actually, or the effective area is just equal to the area net, itong area net natin, times the shear lag factor. Okay? So, if you can remember, ito yung shear lag factor ng section. Okay? Like C or I, yan yung shear lag factor. So, for C, we have U is equal to, shear lag factor, ito yung U. U is equal to 1 minus X bar times, X bar over L. Okay? So, if we input the value, 1 minus X bar natin, yung kanina X bar is 15.4. Ang L natin is itong from the first distance of the first column of bolts to the last column. Okay? So in this case, this is 280. So this is 160. So kaya ito 15.4 over 160. So we have U is 0.9. Okay? So that's why the effective net area ngayon is U times AN. So this one is um, 0.93038 times the area na solve natin na area net. We have 2,973. So ngayon, if gamitin natin yung cross-section area sa sinabi ko kanina, if we use the cross-section area gross cross-section area, we have to use the FY. Okay? So, PN now is equal to, the FY is 345 times the area gross na 3,790. So, this will be equal to 1,307.55. Ito yung capacity ng C-section under tension if we are just simply using the area gross. Okay? So, yung dalawang approach naman, mamaya ano na natin yung area net. Okay? But let's start, compute muna natin yung LRFD at saka ASD. So, sa LRFD, ganun pa rin yung concept. U, kung mayroong U, parang sa design ng concrete rin, MU is equal to PMN. So, kung mayroon tayong PU is equal to PN. So, ito yung nominal. Okay? So, for LRFD, for tension members, the fee is 0.9. Okay? So, 0.9 lang yung gamitin natin. 90% lang yung gamitin natin. It could be na yung 10% is parang factor of safety na rin natin. Baka hindi properly na fabricate yung steel. May mga honeycomb ba sabi nila. So, hindi kasi ma-perfect. So, kaya 90% lang ang gamitin natin. Fee here is PN. So, 0.9 times the PN. So, this is using LRFD, our capacity, okay? Our capacity now is 1,179.79. About ASD. Sa ASD, we'll just divide to 1.67. Okay, parang 1 and 1/3. Okay, yung factor of safety natin. So, Pn over the sigma of 1.67. So, Pa, ito, sa LRFD, we call it Pu, ultimate capacity. Pa here is allowable capacity. Okay. So, Pa is equal to 137,307.55 over 1.67. This is equal to 782. We cannot compare the two ha kasi magkaiba sila ng method. Okay? Dito tayo mag-compare actually sa using the area effective, yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kanina sa area grossing ginamit, ngayon area effective, but we have to use FU. Okay? So PN here is 450 times, ito yung FU, 450 times the area effective. Ito yung na-solve natin kanina, considering yung area net and shear lag factor, equal to 1337850. Okay? So, N is equal to 1,337. Okay? Kilonewton. Now, using LRFD, ganun pa rin, VPN, we have 1,003.39 kilonewton. So, using this one, saan ngayon yung capacity? Ito, 1,000 lang. Ito, kaya niya up to 1,176. So, most probably, ito yung mag-govern, yung pinakamaliit. Okay? So, the same with ASD, ganun pa rin. Then, but for ASD, tignan natin yung, yung mga factor. If we use yielding, ang LRFD is fee lang gamitin. Sorry, fee is 0.9. ASD, 1.67. But look at this, fee for net area, ang fee is 0.75. So, mas medyo malaki yung factor of safety niya, which is parang 25%. Di ba? Kasi nga, ultimate strength na yun eh. Ultimate strength. Hindi naman natin ma-perfect talaga na it could be na mag-test tayo sa laboratory and then we can determine the ultimate strength, pero it's not necessarily um, parang pareho na lahat ng ma-fabricate natin, na ma-attain niya lahat. So mayroon mga error talaga yan. So, and especially we're considering the near rupture or the nearest fracture na ng stress ng steel. So, kung nasa dulo na tayo, meaning dapat mas malaki yung factor of safety natin. Kaya ito 0.75 lang. Meron tayong factor of safety na 25%. Yeah, PPN and PA here is factor of safety is 2. Okay? So parang half talaga. So PA. So in terms of LRFD, ang mag-govern is 1,003. So in terms of LRFD, the minimum. And in terms of ASD, ito namang 668. Okay? So, ang tanong kasi is what is the uh, maximum live load na ma-carry? So, meron na tayong na-solve. Na-solve kanina na 1,003.39 sa using LRFD. In terms of ASD, 668.93. So, using LRFD, we know, pag-compute ng load is, kung dead load sa live load lang, the maximum is 1.2 dead load plus 1.6 live load. Now, ang live load, if we rearrange the equation, we want to determine the live load. Okay? This can be determined kung given na yung PU. Okay? So, and then the dead load. So here, ang meron tayong dead load na 250, and so this is 1,003.39 minus 1.2 dead load divided by 1.6. Yun yung factor dito sa PL. Okay. So we have 439 kilonewton ang allowable na live load. For ASD naman, simple lang yung ASD kasi nga walang factor sa load. So it's just addition of the loads. P dead load plus P live load equals to PA max. So P live load, we can simply rearrange that one, and we have 668.93 minus the 250. So this is equal to 418.9 kilonewton. Okay? Tingnan nyo, sa LRFD, kasi ultimate ang ginagamit natin, medyo malaki talaga ang pwedeng ma-apply na load rather than just the ASD. Kasi ang ASD nga, very conservative yung ASD. Pero yung ultimate strength naman is medyo ambitious siya. Gamitin niya talaga yung full strength. Okay? So that's how you use in the determination of tension of members under tension, and then loaded siya. Okay? Now, let's have another problem. This is problem, this time this is welded. Okay? So compute the LRFD and then design tensile strength and ASD allowable tensile strength of the angle section in the given figure. Okay? Pag welded, so wala siyang holes. Okay? So, mayroon lang siyang shear lag factors. Okay? So, but wala nang deduction ng holes ang area net natin na pag-compute. So, in this example, the angle is 203 by 152 by 25.4. So, the area is equal to, this is given already, 8,390, thickness of 25.4. Okay. So, centroid from the back of long leg, itong long leg, yan. Ito short leg. Yan. So, 41.9, ito yung X-bar. Ito yung concern tayo. Okay? So, ang X-bar, hanapin nyo yung saan dito ang dapat gamitin na X-bar. So, sa X-bar, kung saan yung face na may contact, okay, from other member, just like gasket plate, ganun, kadikit siya sa gasket plate or sa column, sa poste, ganun. Kung saan yung surface na doon ka mag-measure first. Okay? So, wag yung dito, yung sa taas. Ito yung 67.3 na value. Yan. Wag yung dito, but dito sa surface na nakadikit. Okay? So, here's the solution. Sunod ko lang dito yung properties. These are the properties again. So, the net area, ang net area natin, kaya nga, sabi ko kanina, walang deduction ng wala tayong holes dito. So, the net area is just equal to the area gross. Okay? Yan lang, meron tayong shear lag. Okay? So, the effective net area is the shear lag factor times AN. Okay? Notice mag-shear lag factor lang tayo kung lahat ng surface nakadikit. Hindi nakadikit, sorry. Hindi nakadikit. Just like DL. Hindi ito, hindi ito nakadikit sa dito, nakasa support. Okay? Or sa welding. So, pero kung purely plate lang, nakadikit naman lahat. So, kaya ang shear lag factor is just equal to 1 kasi nga, ibig sabihin yan, lahat ng area, sabay siya mas-stress. But dito, if you will see here, hindi lahat ng fiber ng member, pagkahila mo sa tension, hindi lahat ng fiber magre-react. Maybe ang mag-first react is itong may support, itong naka-welding dito. But this one, hindi siya nag-react. Kaya yun yung idea ng shear lag factor. Okay? So, ang shear lag factor, if you look at the table, this one, so it's still 1 minus XL. So, ang X natin, sorry, X bar, this one should be X bar. So, ang X bar natin is yung 41.9. Ang L natin is ito. Okay? Yung distance along with the force. So, we have 150. Okay? So, you have U is 0.721. Okay? So, meron tayong factor na 0.721, meaning 72% lang ang at first na paghila mo, ang mag-first react is only 72% of the actual area ang mag-react kasi nga hindi balance yung pagkalagay ng bolts. Okay? So, the effective area now is 0.721 times the area gross or the area net na rin natin. Sorry. So, area net is 6,492. So, using the concept of gross section yielding, Pn is equal to FYAG, right? Fy area gross. So 250 times 8390, we have 2097.5 kilonewton. Okay? Now, sa LRFD, ganun pa rin. Phi is 0.9. Multiply natin yung Pn natin, ng nominal load natin, by 0.9, maging ultimate capacity na siya. Phi Pn, 1887.75. For ASD, ganon, 1.67. And then, for net rupture na naman, Pn is equal to Fu times Ae, effective. So, Fu yung gamitin natin for 20 megapascal. Okay? Ito yung for 20, Fu 420. Fy is 250. Okay? For 20 is equal to 2540660. So, ito yung Pn natin. Now, using LRFD naman, but take note, if we are using FU, not FY, our fee for LRFD is 0.75. At then, yung sa ASD naman is 2. Okay? So, we see here na PU max is fee times PN. Ito, 1905. PA is 1270. So, in terms of LRFD, let's compare here. Saan yung manaig? The smallest. So, sa LRFD, ang smallest dito is yung 1887. For ASD, the smallest is 1255. Okay? So, yung using area gross, yun yung manaig. So, not necessarily what you see here, not necessarily na ang area net. Kasi nga, minsan ang area net is deducted pa siya ng ng holes. But this time, walang hole kasi naka-welding siya. Okay? So, uh, but we see in the calculation, mas mahina pa yung area net. Ay, sorry, mas malakas pala. Mas malakas yung area net kasi wala siyang hole. Okay? Yung kanina, mas mas mag-govern yung area net, mas mahina siya kasi may hole siya. Okay? So, let's solve another problem. So, determine the problem number 4. Determine the LRFD design and ASD allowable block shear. So, ito, block shear na naman tayo. Ang concept ng block shear is that may mga failure na by block yung failure. Okay? Pwede siyang hindi diretso mahati but sometimes yung lines along the holes along the bolts, doon siya mag-fail. Okay? So, ang concept lang dito is pag block failure, mas mas malaki yung ang concept is dapat ma-remove lahat, madaanan, I mean, kung mag-fail man siya, ma-remove yung mga bolts lahat. Okay? So, just like this one, ang possible failure nito, so let's go back to the question first. So, this is plate 12 by 300. Hole diameter is 24 mm. So, all steel are A36, FU is 400 megapascal. Okay? So, hole diameter, given na, sinabi naman dito na hole na diretso, hole diameter. Okay? I don't know kung mag-add pa tayo ng hindi na siguro kasi hole diameter na ito. So, A36 steel, FU is 400 megapascal, FY is 250 megapascal. Okay? So, solution, dalawang klaseng path dito. Okay? Ang first path is yan, ma-remove lahat. Yan, ma-pull out lahat. Okay? So, block by block siya ang pagka-remove. Okay? So, dito matanggal siya. So, if you can see here, the resisting area, nakita na yung answer dito, nauna. Anyway, so the resisting area is mayroon tayong area ng shear. And then, dalawang area ng shear dito kasi ma-shear off siya, di ba? Ma-shear off. And then ito, dito na part is yung tension. Okay? So, parang ganito siya. Yan, merong tension at saka shear dito sa gilid. So, we are given Fy and Fu. So, the plate thickness is 12. The effective hole diameter, so mag-add pa rin tayo ng 2 mm. Kasi effective hole diameter. Okay. In the analysis. So in the analysis pala siya. Okay, so 26 mm. Kasi 24 plus 2 is 26. So the area gross natin is, kasi plate lang ito, this is 210 by 12. Okay, 210 by 12. Wait. This one is not the, sorry. I missed this one. Gross shear area. Okay? Itong na-shear off dito na area na nagre-resist, yan yung solve natin yung gross. Ang total length nito is 210. Okay? From the edge to the center of the hole. Okay? Kaya gross lang muna, 210 times the thickness 12 times 2. Bakit ito nag-2? Kasi dalawa sa taas at sa baba. Okay? So we have 5040, 5,040 millimeters squared. Now the net area, ang net, kasi merong hole talaga, di ba? So, i-subtract natin yung area ng hole. Okay? So, this is area gross of shear minus ilang hole ba ito? Kasi from the edge to the center of this hole here. So that means 1, 2, and then half here. Kaya naging 2.5 ito. So 2.5 times 26, yan yung diameter ng hole times the thickness of plate. Okay? Tapos dalawa. Kasi dalawa, up at saka sa bottom. So ang effective net area lang ngayon natin is 3480 millimeters squared. About sa tension. Tension, ito yung tension sa itong nakapataas. Yan, itong tension. Yan. So, tension is the area net of tension. Ang distance ng dalawang hole is 120. Yan, this is 120. 120 minus ilang hole dito? Ilang hole? Isang buo, dalawang half. Yung B at saka sa C. Dalawang half. So, 2. So, parang 2 pa rin siya. So, 2 times 26. times 12. Okay? Equals to 816 mm squared. Now, the U here, yung shear log factor natin is equal to 1. Kasi nga, ito plate lang siya, isang area. So, sabay siya. Sabay lahat siya ano, mag, mag-react. Itong gross, lahat ng gross area natin. Kaya, UBS here is 1.0. Now, here comes the formula. Actually, itong na formula, parang force times area pa rin na formula. Meron lang tayong, this time, magkasabay kasi ang shear at saka tension. Okay? So, meron tayong strength. Ang R natin, Rn, ang lovable or nominal force natin is due to the shear and the tension. Okay? So Rn1 is zero point 0.6. You have to memorize this formula. 0.6 FU ANV, area net V, plus UBS FU ANT. Okay? So we have 0.6 times FU 400 times 3480. Ito yan siya. Plus UBS 1.0, this is the tension, FU 400, area net of tension is 816. So Rn1 is equal to 100, 1161.6 kilonewton. Okay? Ang Rn2 is, this one is using the Fy. Okay? Rn2 is equal to 0.6 of gross. Okay, Fy, kung Fy gross ang katabi niya. So, 0.6 Fy area gross plus UBS FU ANT. Okay. So, Rn2 natin ngayon is 0.6 to Fy area gross 5,040 plus 1.0. Yun yung U. 400 times ANT na na-solve natin. So, this is Rn2. Okay? So, 1161, ito 182. So, ang manaig is yung maliit. Yan. Ang maliit pa talaga na naig. Okay? So, yun yung possible failure. But, take note, pwede naman ang failure na A, B, C, tapos diretso pababa. Diba? So, that's why ito yung ito yung pangalawang failure natin. Nito mapunit siya na in this way. Okay? So, sir, how about dito? Kung dito pala mapunit, yung first lang. Hindi pa rin siya mapunit kasi makatulong pa ito dito eh. So, dapat sa black, ma-remove lahat, at least ma-remove lahat ng ano, not necessarily madaanan ng failure lahat, but ma-remove lahat ng bolts, just like this one. Okay, the same with yung first method natin is na-remove siya lahat, na-alis. Okay. So, ngayon, ang nagre-resist na area is itong shear nito at saka tension. So, shear ng AB at saka tension ng BE. Yan. So, gross area of shear, ganun. Sa shear muna tayo, this is 210 length, okay, times 12 mm. Gross muna kasi wala pang deduction. So, merong nagkamali dito. But parenthesis close. So, this is 2520. Now, the net area ng shear is equal to ANV or area gross ng shear minus yung hole. So, 2.5. 1, 2, at saka half dito. So, I have 1740. How about the tension area? Tension area ng net is 210. Itong height nito, overall height, yan, B to E, 210 minus ilang hole? 1, 2, 2.5. So this is 2.5 times 26, then multiply by 12. So we have also 1740. UBS is 1. I'm not sure kung 1740 ba ito. Makita natin mamaya. Okay, so we have RN1 is 0.6 FQ, A and B plus UBS. So, yan. 1740 nga talaga. So, we have RN1. Pareho sila, no? Anyway. So, ang RN1, using the formula, we have 11,100. Sorry. In terms of kilonewton, this is 1,113.6 kilonewton. Ang RN2 naman, okay, 0.6 FYAGV plus UBS FUANT, then we have 1074. So, saan ang manaig? We have, using this failure, we have 1074. Okay? But if you look kanina, sana yun? Yung dito, ang RN is 1082. Using this failure, ang RN natin is 1074. So, 1074. So, ang RN natin ngayon, sorry, ang RN natin ngayon is yung maliit. So, this is the possible failure. Mauna, A, B, C, E. Kaya this is 1074. Okay? So, using LRFD, phi is 0.75. So, RU max is phi RN. RU max is 0.75 of 1074. So, we have RU max of 805. Using ASD, rho is mega equals 2. Okay? So, dito, diretso na tayo sa ano, kasi net yung kinuha natin. Mga net. So, kung mga net, yung fee is 0.75 at saka sigma ng ASD is 2. Okay? So, using ASD, the RA max is 537 kilonewton. But here, RU is 805.5 kilonewton. Okay? So, that's all for the tension area. Tension of steel. Okay, the tension of steel alone, abot ng 52 minutes. So, maybe I'll cut here and then continue on the next chapter for compression members in another recording.